Is that all right? Okay. Oh, this one's mic check. Mic check 1, 2. This is good, I think. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna do this. I ain't gonna prolong the hour. All right. My name is Vanessa, but poetically, I do go by the name of Most Elevated Deepness. Right? All right. So I'm gonna give y'all a couple of spoken words tonight. Yes, please do snap. Please, not corny. It's not corny. It's necessary. So yeah. I'll start off with a piece, and I'll just let my pieces speak for themselves. All right. And I hope that everyone's blessed and they hear something that's relevant. All right. All right. So y'all can snap me in. Sometimes you make me smile. Sometimes you make me smile. Oh, sometimes you make me smile. I can feel you. I'm missing you. I like you. I really do like you. See, I call you things like God and King, hoping to awaken your divine with hopes that I see our future in the reflection in your eyes. I like you. I really do like you. But it seems like every time we meet up, well, all we ever do is beat up, and I'd like to think that it was more than the assets at the end of my spine that caught your attention. See, I like to think that the tone of my voice resonated and trickled into your divine, tongue-kissing the thoughts that radiated through your mind, convincing you that you would be mine someday. See, some days can be lonelier than the others when we choose to value the creation over the creator. Thought if my head game was strong, it would keep him hanging on. But if my head game was strong, I would have left his ass alone. See, he was nothing more than a dog, and I was giving out free bones, willing to sacrifice my soul for fear of being alone. Willing to sacrifice my soul just to have a nigga to hold. See, my bed sheets are cold, and nobody knows it but me. Quite frankly, because I'm the only nigga off in them shits they cold. I sleep alone, and I'm fairly young, but I'm far from dumb. See, plenty niggas go and plenty niggas come in this game of love, lust, and relationships. Ain't shit new under the sun, and it hurts to know that you're not in this for the long run. See, you just want to have some fun. And look, I know they call me Most Elevated Deepness, and I'm known for my poetical sweetness, but damn it, sometimes I get tired of waiting on my Boaz, and I just want your ass. I wish you was here all the time. But I suppose I'll continue to settle for sometimes, because sometimes you make me smile, and sometimes it's always better than never, right? And maybe these sometimes will turn into a couple of forevers, or maybe these sometimes mean that you never cared about me. Toy with my emotions just to play with me, sitting in my room crying, singing hook lines to poetry. Don't worry your pretty little head about me, and go ahead, please, step on my heart, if nothing more. It makes for good poetry. Thank you. Y'all don't been there, I got that. All right. Excellent. I'm gonna go straight into the next one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's go straight into it. Yeah, all right. Last night I dreamed that somebody loved me. No hope, no harm, just another false alarm. Last night I felt real arms around me. No hope, no harm, just another false alarm. So tell me how long before the next one, and tell me how long before the right one. The story is old, I know, but it goes on. The story is old, I know, but but it goes on. See, last night I dreamed. Last night I dreamed that somebody loved me. No hope, no harm, though just another false alarm. And last night I could have swore that I felt real arms around me. No hope, no harm, though just another false alarm. So tell me how long before the next one, and tell me how long before the right one. See, truth be told, this is a story of old, because contrary to what y'all acting like y'all know, see, some of y'all have been there before, you know the story. Girl meets boy. Boy breaks heart. She's left alone and broken. No clue where to start, right? Right, but late night contemplations got her wondering what she went wrong. I mean, she was doing all the right things, but her heart and mind were consumed with thoughts of him, and in doing so, she lost sight of her king. See, these emotions that have you doing some crazy things like giving a Negro husband privileges when he ain't even gave you the title of girlfriend. Now, girlfriend, don't think I'm pointing my finger at you, see, because I done been her before. I done sang the same dang song, let them strain me along, and I knew that I was wrong, but I was tired of being alone. But alone was what I was when I was with him. Couldn't even get mad, jump froggy, and quit him, because the truth of the matter was he wasn't even mine to begin with. But it ain't took me on the first, second, or third date. Had to turn around and check myself like, dang, do my breath stink? Wrote him a blank check to my heart, y'all, confused in a mug, feeling used in a mug, and I suppose God and I were sharing some of the same emotions. See, I was chasing after dude, God was chasing after me, trying to prove to me, you see, that he was jealous for me. The Lord God Almighty, standing before me, crowned in glory, creator of the universe, he knows my story, which has been no fairy tale. You see, he knows me very well, like the times that I deliberately disobeyed him. His grace covers me like fresh water from a well, like the time in Iraq when the bomb fell. He sustained my life, still here with a story to tell. He loves me. He loves me. Oh, how he loves me. And I suppose now, after all of these shenanigans, I think I learned my lesson. I learned that singleness is not a curse, my dude. It's a blessing. Finally content with the will of God for my life, enjoying life the way that I should. And if we can't bring more glory to God together than I can by myself, then good and kind sir, I am good. See, I'm good. See, because my saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized Southern gentleman, he is out there. He is. And he will look at me. He will look at me with eyes so full of love and contentment. He will give thanks to the Most High that my parents looked at each other and said hi and eventually came together and had me. He'll be just that grateful. He'll take care of my heart and he won't be wasteful of my feelings. I will tell him, sir, you see, I have baggage. And he will look at me and say, baby, it's okay. Taking each bag from me one by one, separating the hurt from the pain and placing it into a giveaway box labeled Jesus as he looks me in my eyes and says, let's give these to him. You see, his burden is light and his yoke is easy. My imperfections will be made perfect in his sight. And yes, in spite of all of his perfection, we will fight, but we will make up. Because the sun setting on our anger won't be in his makeup. He will not be perfect, but like David, he will be a man after God's own heart. And I will not look to him to complete me because God would have done that from the start. See, he is grooming a groom for me, if that be my desire. But until the day that nigga manifests, Lord, I will abound in you and go higher, because last night I dreamed that somebody loved me. Last night I felt real arms around me. And I was reminded of the promise in your word that you would never leave or forsake me. I was reminded that as high as the heavens above, so great is the measure of my Father's love. Great is the measure of my Father's love. Thank you.
All right, can we give it up one more time for the most elevated deepness? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I felt that. Up next, we have the Backpack Poet.
For you all day. All right, so look, man, I'm gonna just do one piece and I'll be out your way. But on social media, man, if you like what you hear, you can follow me, Clipsy Boy, Facebook, IG, Snapchat, all that, the Backpack Poet, all right?
I gotta take the backpack off.
Got to, I gotta show you something. America, Augusta, I'm bleeding through my tattered shirt. And even if you can't relate to my pain, my tears should have you see that I'm hurt. Your apathy. What is it worth? How does it work? Who birthed this nation? I'm tired of racing on circular tracks, running till my legs lock lifted a foot from dirt poor. Poorly educated poor. Me a mason jar full of moonshine and keep them reparations, cause I hear the black son is only a reflection of his father. And you must be out of your cotton picking minds. You think our hearts don't get closed down for repairs. Tattered clothes on tarred and feathered cadavers. Smart, they call it the land of the free. Dumb, cause I can't have her down their privileged, pompous noses. I get gazed upon like I'm the one that pleaded with God. Like, hey, yo, when you make me my man, make me a scavenger. That's not the situation. I never asked for this. I'm proud of my blackness. Augusta University, I'm not asking for permission to enter into your 1%, because when I dig into that niche, I notice my pigment only tallies about 1%. White America, Augusta, I'm bleeding through my shirt. And the lashes on the backs of my forefathers last for generations. 4 generations removed, my grandfather's hands still callous from the South's cotton-picking plantations. Burn all the fields. The fire in me has been ignited by our collective lynching and lacerations. And it got me standing, still, burning, still. Like welders, I tell you, spread the propaganda like a wildfire or orange agent. Terror delivered in the mail in the form of a powdery white substance, Caucasoids. Y'all back me into a corner with no support. Hey God, what am I up against? Because the only shot I got at equality is be famous. Or talented, but I'm educated. So what about the average mix? Quick excerpt from y'all savior, Abraham Lincoln. And it says, we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men, not some, but all men are created equal. Okay, cool. Tell me, what does equal do? How does it look? Can it move? Because equality been dodging me for some time now, and is defined as being equal as it pertains to status, rights, and opportunity. Goodness me. This must be the one time didn't get the memo, because as soon as I leave campus, cops pursue me to tell me I have the right to remain silent as they prepare me for jail status. It's madness. And it saddens me, because even though I'm a veteran, I signed away my life to go overseas and fight for this country. Time proves they ain't even willing to ball up and throw dice for me. I have no home. Running because if I last too long, lost, I'll be in false securities. Guarded by these laws and these conditional bylaws. By law, get judged by unjust men in front of your honor with his white self-questionable honor. I plead no more. Just let me be. And it's the craziest thing. When I tell people about this country's fallacies, the quickest thing they regurgitate is another country's policies. Like, if you don't like it in the States, move overseas. They'll make you a slave. At least over here, we have minimum wage. Or if you don't like it that much, go back to Africa, search for blood diamonds, go to war with each other, get guillotined, have your blood spilled out in the streets. At least in America, we put bandages over the wounds when we cut too deep. Repeat. I think I'm trying to get y'all to see. Y'all so focused on capitalism that you can soundly sleep. Knowing good and damn well that you just watch me bleed, America. I ain't gonna keep bleeding through my shirt. Augusta. Shit was probably made in Indonesia anyway. Backpack.
All right, give it up one more time, y'all. This is heavy. Y'all are bringing some heavy stuff. I like it. All right, up next we have Wesley. All right, he stepped out for a second. I'm actually after Wesley, so I'll go.
Okay. was gonna do. And then I was like, you know what? I feel like with where the country's at, yes, we talk about race, and it's a good topic. It's a very good conversation to have, but that's all I've been talking about lately. So I kind of wrote up something quick because I wanted to get my mind off of that. Because as a black woman in America, it can be depressing to watch the news, to see everything going on. So this piece that I have for you is called My Person. When you're young, people like to fill your head with all these perfect little images of love. Like God himself will personally send you an angel from above. From the love at first sight stories or falling in love with your best friend, your person is supposed to bring you happily ever after in the end. Unconditional love, patience, and forgiveness, they're supposed to show you what true happiness is. I hear about how my person will rub my feet after a long day, make me breakfast before I'm even out of bed, and when I'm falling asleep, they'll lay down with me and massage my head. My person will understand me and love me for all my little imperfections and flaws. My person will love me at my best and worst because they'll love it all. For those of you who found your person, you're probably thinking of them right now, all the cute little things they do to make you smile when you frown, the way their eyes say I love you when they look at you and hold your hand, the way when you're crying they just hold you and understand. See, I know I'm not the baddest female out there, the smartest, and I'm not that tough. I mean, look at me, I'm kind of small. But I found my person, and for my person, I'm enough. My person is loving, understanding, forgiving, and occasionally lazy. My person's fun, energetic, and honestly, I think they're crazy. My person encourages me no matter how much I fail because they know that no matter what I face, I'll always prevail. But see, my person isn't in the crowd, sitting next to you or him in the front row. But my person is here, an important part of the show. I wake up with my person every day and feel the love immediately. I found my person and I couldn't be happier because my person is me.
Did Wesley ever come back, y'all? Okay, it's fine, changing plans. Moving on though. Alrighty, up next we have Conscience.
How y'all doing tonight? All right. Everybody hear me good?
Yeah.
All right, so my name is Conscience. Real name is Terrell. Let's go ahead and get right into it, all right? This first piece is called Zombieland. I wonder if my father got more faded than me. God bless the dead. I'd be more gone than intimidated witnesses in Alice in Wonderland. Reanimated cadavers look spectacular for the camera during certain times on the calendar. Walking Dead perfectly seasoned, tenderized with barbed wire baseball bats. Danny hit a grand slam, reading the beady eyes attached to his football head-shaped neighbor Arnold. Palmer's blood splashed across face makes the temper calmer, relax the grip on a Louisville slugger. Bugger off, brain eaters, I'm just trying to siphon gas out of this two-seater. I'm the last of the survivors who rallied the others. I'm going back to Cali. You see, Zombieland had the right idea. Take over Beverly and do a BIG. An exclusive gated community. In order to get in, we need a CID. As in, if we see your ear is taking over your mental faculties, a headshot leads you out on the street. Like it's much more than just getting brain and shambling around decaying. You gotta take action right after the praying is finished. Because energy don't diminish. It's a rolling stone exchanging hands. A better form of currency. Such a waste of time chasing bands. When my mans and me can be out here making the Antichrist who fulfilled revelations catch these hands. And while our goals may be altruistic, it's bitterly ironic how truth and violence, it's bitterly ironic how the truth causes violence to be a viable plan. I'm a volatile man, an overly active child who only grew in physical stature. Try to be mature too late while surviving in a revolutionary rapture that isn't being televised, so we ain't looking for it. All the while, it's being Snapchatted, tweeted, live on Facebook. But thinking we're doing some extraordinary shit because we can relate to a song with a Nina Simone sample hook. But the long arm of natural law ain't letting us off. It's throwing the book at fastball speed with MLB accuracy. Will Smith and Tommy Lee should have switched that MIB script line. I make this look good. Because black is hardly ever seen as something positive, from skin to ghetto to clothing hoods. How do people of color what God green earth grow from get treated like dirt? Truth and violence are the two sides of the same coin. Or you think they say the truth hurts? We stepped on so that they could grow tall. They would have withered and died without our nutrient-rich culture. Like vultures, they feed off our dead. We're seen as filth to be washed off, but everything will be washed without us. Trust, it's no coincidence that we're called black and not brown. Nothing in the ground is black except the blood of the dead, the gums and teeth of the decayed. The undead are all the same shade of pale yet tan, dark rot. Killed in mass for white survivors who will persevere on and become the new Adams and Eve's apples. Adam was so damn slick he blamed Eve for the fruit. A cute story his descendants could accept, thus they carried on tradition. Because Jesus being black, a minor detail for missionaries to neglect. So they made him a pale yet tan zombie who won't save your soul unless you submit your mind to the belief that only a white man can save you from eternal death. But energy never diminishes, it only transfers. So death, while eternal, is just the energy of you crossing into different lands. God gave us free will for a reason. Save your fucking self, fam. Thank you. All right, so a lot of my poems are rants. I don't know this one off the top at all, so excuse me if I look at the paper strictly. All right, next one's called Mirror, Mirror. This poem addresses many things. They wonder why a nigga never say much. I can't. I lose everything I ever touched. This world chews you up and spits you out. I'm expected to hunch over like Notre Dame, sell my soul for some fame, be a fuckboy just to avoid being called a lame, play hearts like card games just to have a menagerie of dames. All around the world is the same song. Why can't we just be friends? Can't we all just get along? Hippie, peace, love, nappiness, kumbaya, around the bomb, whatever. Love may be the only thing that can drive out hate, but right can't drive out wrong. I got a half-empty view of the world. Everyone is taking the easy right instead of the long left. I long left my optimism and naivety with the 12-year-old me, and that's not an arbitrary number. I was 12 years old when I reached a peak loss of 90% of my immediate family. 12 years a slave to sweet, syrupy dreams, thinking everything peaches and cream, riding around with my grandpops at night in an '89 Cavalier, mesmerized by the sights of South Jamaica, Queens, illuminated by high beams because he couldn't glean the intricacies of the road when he was lit off that Jim Beam. Jim always jamming up some shit for black people. Jim Crow sows seeds of Edgar Allan Poe as rabid, raving racists repeat ravings about how there's never been more equality of all men endowed with unalienable rights by our Creator. All the world's a stage, an amphitheater for the Milky Way that's a picturesque landscape unable to be replicated by the only known living beings for light years around, even blessed to exist. I would be remiss if I didn't mention that the only reason black is hated so much is because of this analogy. The stars and galaxies are beautiful because they can be seen. The black that surrounds them is unknown and therefore unpredictable and potentially dangerous. Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. So if you want to know why everyone hates black, including our very own, stop thinking minor league and big league chew on that. It's the uncertainty that Jackie Robinson had when he played for the Brooklyn Dodgers. The same uncertainty that whites had when Frederick Douglass became an author. I often ponder at why we, the human race, hates change when it's the only thing constant on this physical plane. Why we prefer to prostrate and crawl and live on our knees rather than die on our feet, than letting another of the same race rise up and stand with us in the first place. By race, I don't mean black, Mexican, or Chinese. By race, I don't mean Jackie Joyner courtesy. I mean by race, humanity. The one species that eats, shits, bleeds, peas, has a million uses of its trees, and does the same thing every other species except for one identifying quality: self-consciousness. Or maybe I'm just blind to the way life is. Or maybe I just referred to a ridiculous stereotype that you all just understood and now self-conscious now that I just brought it up. But if I had a goddamn buck for every stereotype of me and mine that goes unchecked every time I have enough dollars to make a line of Washingtons that will go around the world like that plastic bottle PSA. Like a Muslim pilot will have every time they go through extra screening with TSA. Like a homosexual would have for every time referred to as a negative event being gay. Like any and every woman on this earth would ever have for being judged in any way for how little or much she got laid. And after you think about all that, self-rationalize why, because let's face it, it's gonna happen. Follow up that train of thought, learn your history, and understand the causes of these niggas trapping, these feminists snapping, these LGBTQ plus causing all this fuss, these Hispanics getting frantic to cross over into freedom land, these Muslims willing to forsake minor requirements of their religious cultures just to escape the extremist vultures that have killed more in the Middle East in 1 year than all Eurocentric countries combined. Then follow that up with everything that's sublime in your life and realize why that is. Privilege. Compare that to the last homeless person you saw who was minding their own biz in the crisp winter air. Complete those tasks and start to feel accomplished, and look ahead and realize there are 30 more hurdles for you to leap, with more being set down. But all you want to do is take a break and sleep. But competitors are taking 4 strides on their obstacle-free path for every one you take. But you all start off as equal in the beginning of this race. Now race is affecting who gets what challenges, and yours is getting the shaft. And you're thinking progression is being made in the land of the half-nigger president. But this shaft is the Richard Roundtree 1971 version, because you see bell-bottoms and dynamite plot holes being blown up ahead, and your Warren George campaign platforms are just slacking with the horrifying realization that this is the motherfucking Samuel L. 2000 version. Where's the aversion to when your best friend says the F on her research paper is gay? When your father says he'll pull a trigger on your black boyfriend if you bring him on Thanksgiving Day? When your mother doesn't understand why you want to date a white woman when Emmett Till was barely recognizable by his for the same reason? When you get looked at like Edward Snowden committing treason when you suggest that there's a legit reason for mass illegal immigration? When you Haitian but you want to pray for France? When you're Israeli but you want to hold hands with your Palestinian friend on the Gaza Strip? When you strip but the money paid for your engineering degree? When you're a felon being denied for a job that you're overqualified for? If you think America's being sensitive about the multitudes of issues, that people are just too PC nowadays, and that the lower class is just lazy and deserves to be poor, please ask yourself this question. The fuck do all these people have to lie for? Thank you.
Kind of change the speed here. Up next we have a band, and performing will be Bryant, Hank, Amari, Soul, and Wesley.
Hello everybody. Loud. Very loud. We just gonna sing one song real quick, get a little feel tonight. How's everybody doing tonight? This is very loud. Throwing my pain with his fingers, shaping my life with his words, softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly. His song. Okay, one time. Ooh.
this song. I said, what would be first in verify the crowd? I thought he found my letter and read it was aloud. I prayed that he would finish, but he just kept right on, showing my face with his finger, saying my life with his words, killing me.